Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon, people. I hope your day is going great. And as always, I hope you had a wonderful night. Just a quick upload. Holding on to hate is like letting someone live rent-free in your mind. Let me say that again. Holding on to hate is like letting someone live rent-free in your mind. I know I have. Living straight up rent-free when my rent is over $1,000 a month. But I'm allowing people to live rent-free in my mind. Hatred is a feeling that we all felt and experienced at some point in our lives, especially when we have been betrayed or hurt by someone that we are attached to. Hateful feelings are normal when they occur sporadically. However, the effects of feeling hatred over a long period of time can have devastating effects on your mind and on your body. Feelings of rage, because I've been hearing a lot of rage past couple of days, past couple of months, past couple of years. Feelings of rage and hatred build up in the mind, body, and soul. It affects our body's organs and our natural process of breeding further negative emotions when we keep that fucking hatred and that rage in there, right? Hatred is a form of neurosis. Look it up. It's a fixation and judgment that is harmful to you and I. And if it continues, it will lead to conflicts in relationships and bodily disease. It does, like stress. Research shows that hatred changes the chemistry in the brain as it stimulates the premotor cortex, which is responsible for planning and execution of motion. It prepares us to act aggressively when feeling hateful, either to defend or as an attack. This activation also triggers the automatic nervous system, creating fight or flight responses, increasing cortisol and adrenaline. Okay? Now, if you guys are up on that shit, hormones deplete the adrenal glands, okay? And it contributes to weight gain, insomnia, anxiety, depression, and chronic illness. So the cycle of bodily and mental disease continues. Hatred also triggers the mind to try to predict what the action of the person being hated may do. We all hearing it. Somebody's gonna dox me. Somebody's gonna do this to me. Someone's going to do this to me. It's a way to protect you. But this leads to further anxiety, restlessness, obsessive thinking, and paranoia, which also then impacts negatively in the way you engage in relationships. It's important to note that all these reactions affect only the hater and not the hated. Let me say that again. It's important to note that all these reactions only affect the hater and not the hated. So when we get on here and we yelling and we're screaming and we're consumed with so much hatred towards a person that we've never physically met, it doesn't bother or hurt the hater. It hurts me. It hurts you. It breaks down our nervous and our immune and our endocrine system, and also our mental well-being. A lot of people, for some reason, think the opposite of hatred is not love. Me, it's a mental and emotional detachment. That's what it is. It's a mental and emotional detachment. And hatred attaches you to the thing or person you hate. Hatred is an intense repulsion that creates a mirror effect, and that it affects the person back to the thing hated in order to be repulsed by it over and over. Hatred is bittersweet. as it infiltrates the ego and it inflates the ego and makes you feel very superior and self-righteous against the thing or one that is hated, only breeding further pain. And I hear it every day, and I see it every day. When we're feeling like, and again, this is my self-radical self-help is what I'm trying to do. And I'm trying to acknowledge that I'm full of hate. And I can admit that I'm feeling hateful. And when I can do that, I can begin to deal with the emotion and find a solution to the problem. I understand why I hate and why I feel hate. I try to look at myself when I'm upset. Hatred usually comes from a place of fear. It usually comes from a place of insecurity, and it definitely comes from a place of mistrust. If you can try to catch yourself in hatred, the mind in its ego state, it will continue to stay confirming and labeling statements such as what we hear: you're a bitch, you this, you that, you that, you that. It will continue to inflate our ego. And when you catch yourself getting ready to say, you know, I'm about to click this live, that motherfucking bitch, that motherfucker, you need to catch yourself. Words or actions, and stop. Recognize it just as you feel it, and you feed that hatred, and it's going to build up more anger. You need to take a step back, especially in the heat of the moment. And I know it can be hard to make those decisions, but you got to take a break. You got to go for a walk or practice some meditation until you have calmed the fuck down. You need to take some deep breaths. You need to allow yourself some time to relax. And then once the mind is calm, you can and will be able to control that emotion in a more efficient manner, I feel, and enabling a better perspective to your thoughts and feelings. You need to deal with it instead of ignoring it. Now, on the two, there is no finding the solution to the problem. There is no solution. It's social media. It is what it is. People have been asking for panels. People have been calling for panels, mutual panels, to talk about issues and situations. However, no one wants to do that. So there is no solution to this social media problem unless you just let it the fuck go. But you can change how you think about them. You can change how you feel about the person, or do what needs to be done. And preferably in an even-handed and an open-minded way. Again, on a panel, a mutual panel, there's hard to find a non-biased panel because we all have people that we fuck with, and we have people that we semi-fuck with, and we have people that we don't fucking like. But as mature, grown adults, a panel should be made so that people who have those issues and have so much built up anger and hatred for one another can let that shit out, let it go, maybe find a solution or may not. But at the end of the day, it will show that people can speak and be able to calm the fuck down and bring perspective to your argument. That's how I feel. If you can't, and it gets to a point to where it's consuming you so much to where you just, it's all you think about. The consuming of hate amongst someone towards someone that you will never meet. But words hurt. But you need to talk to somebody. I hope that there are people that you can talk to off of social media. A close friend, a family member, some may even need a psychologist. Because a lot have been tormented and traumatized on this app. Y'all have gone through some painful shit, and a psychiatry will help you. It will. It can alleviate the negative feelings that you're having. And they can also offer you some viable advice and some guidance. Before I go, I want to say this. Before you let someone live rent-free in your head and heart, remember, only you will be paying the painful price. Should you be struggling to let go of hurt, anger, pain, and hatred, you need to talk to somebody. You need to write it down. You need to get on this app and speak what you need to speak. Let it out with no holds barred so that you can free yourself. Because again, it doesn't hate the person. It doesn't hurt the person that you're hating. It's only hurting you. And at the end of the day, is that really what you want to do? To wake up every morning and have someone live rent-free in your mind? And it affects the real people in your real life. Again, just food for thought. I'm open to open my panel if anybody wants to talk. But it is what the fuck it is. I don't like seeing it. I don't like hearing it. But at the end of the day, it's what we're about, right? But no more will anybody on social media live rent-free in my mind. Again, my rent's over $1,000. And life's way too fucking short. I hope y'all have a great day. I hope you are safe. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. We have a rainy day in Texas, which is well needed. Stay safe. Again, hatred only hurts you. When you are consumed by so much hate, you're wreaking havoc on your brain, on your mind, on your emotions, and more importantly, on your body. And our body is our temple. Don't allow someone to break you down and break it down. Because at the benefit of who? You. Y'all have a great day. Peace and love.